Hello, and what is up, ADHD gang? If you can't tell from the crust behind me, we're down in the basement. It's cold down here, is why I have on my blanket hoodie dress. Yeah, it's cold down here, but I have a video that I want to film. I have a video idea. There's something that I'm doing that's kind of in the works, and I want to work on part of it. And I was like, why don't I just kind of film it as like a sneak peek? And then you guys will see the full thing sometime in the summer. So yeah, today we're gonna be drawing. I'm in the works of big guard project for like my portfolio and stuff like that. And today we're going to be designing costumes. Yeah, I figured this would be a good thing to kind of film, show you guys my process, what I do, how I get inspired. You know the deal. We're just gonna get into it, cut to the chase. Let's get into it. Let's start the video. Okay, so hello, please. It's sliding. It's not gonna hold. Whatever. So I've already kind of started with some blank templates. I got this kit back in 2020. Um, Hello. Oh, I'm like, you can't see it. Yeah, it's like a costume designing kit, whatever, and it comes. You've seen me use these before. It comes with these people, and then there's different ones. So I pre-traced everything. And my camera's just slowly sliding. I hate this right now. I hate this for me. Um, I'm gonna move some things, and we may just be drawing a pirate today. So I have a board on Pinterest, and it is called Practice Fits and stuff like that. It's a board that I created for kind of this year of like pieces that I want to attempt to make and stuff like that. So we're gonna use that as inspiration. Now, in kind of reference, why I'm doing this is because I am creating a portfolio piece to help get into kind of color guard design companies, Field and Floor, FJM, Fruhoff, What's You'll Have It, Creative Design Studio, I think it is, something like that. So yeah. So I'm essentially I'm going through and I am going to be designing my own show. I already have the music. I'm not going to write the full choreo for the whole show and like the whole drill and stuff like that, but I'm going to write some of like the bigger parts that are like stuck in my head, but we're going to design some clothes. So I want the full scale model to kind of be like the full body picture. There's going to be different variations of this uniform, but I'm going to like kind of use my inspiration here. So I essentially just like always go with the flow whenever I'm drawing. I always go to Pinterest and I always pin things. I'm on Pinterest way too much, probably about as much as TikTok at this point. And yeah, I essentially will go on and I will look for things and pin things that spark interest for me to draw. Like if there's something specific that like, oh, I want to start drawing fruits and vegetables again. What, like whatever. You may have it kind of stuff like that. So I will pin stuff on Pinterest like crazy. Link in the description if you want to see my Pinterest and stuff like that. But I'm like always pinning stuff like crazy because everything is kind of like good kind of design interest and stuff like that. So I kind of want everything to have wacky layers, cutouts, lines, multi-layered design. I want it to be fairly neutral. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to necessarily go nudes, but I'm thinking like grays, blacks with like the slightest hint of like this color, like a dark red, or even like my number one from my original set here. I have all the colors here and I have my color chart. We're gonna kind of play around. But the whole like vibe of this kind of project is a show that I would want to be in. It's the type of show that I would really love to be like a performer as. So I think this first piece is good. Um, I'm gonna erase all these extra lines here. Okay. So now let's go and figure out another kind of top. I'm gonna look through, kind of pull from my inspiration and see what type of tops, because this is like a long sleeve esque type top, and I almost kind of want a tank top version, something kind of interesting. I'm looking at everything that I kind of have pulling up some pieces. Let's do the same kind of type of neckline. Keep some similarity. I don't design stuff like this and then immediately go into like sewing it. I'm not that type of person. That's kind of how most people are, because um that's how like fashion school is, essentially. If you were to go to a fashion school, I did not. I personally do not like to do like the mock-up sketches and the rough sketches like you're supposed to, I guess. Um, but yeah, I cycle through different things. My main Pinterest board has so much inspiration. And these darker areas that I'm going to be shading on here are going to be skin. So let me kind of color in that as well. I want them to have similarities, but also have differences, to have something that is kind of different about them both. I think that's honestly kind of good. Let me do another bit of a cutout here. Okay, now we're gonna move on to bottoms. For bottoms, I know I definitely want a skirt. So on this one, I'm gonna make a skirt. I'm thinking of like the skirts from Paramount when they did, if you even know what I'm talking about, if you're even into color guarding, you know what I'm talking about. But Paramount did a show called The Harbingers, and they had skirts that had like clips, like the like not, I don't want to call them seatbelt clips, like when you clip on a bag and it has like the like three prong and then the other one. That's gonna be kind of like the vibes for this one. Okay, so now for this, I'm gonna come in with part of my kneaded eraser. I have not used this kneaded eraser in like a hot minute. Knead it just a little bit. And then take out the legs. I want this to be a see-through design. That's why I'm kind of using the kneaded erasers so that you can see it. And then I want there to be words on this. So we will do now. I was also debating with this kind of outfit and costume to have like, I don't want to say a mask, but like how like in Aladdin and stuff like that they have like the fabric, like the sheer fabric that comes over. I kept thinking about that. Um and it's still an idea, but yeah. That's like that's mm, no, obviously there's probably going to be more words than that, but this is the basics. Now we need a oh, you could not see that. I am so sorry. Um, so for a pant, I'm thinking to not show leg and do a full length bottom. I kind of want it also to be something skin tight, but also there's going to be people who aren't wearing this skirt, so I think I'm going to draw the skin tight version with the skirt. And then there's like two other kind of versions of like a flowy pant that I really want to do. So they're just gonna be basic pants. So I'm gonna put like a line here, and a line here. There's really line there. Whatever. Okay, so that's that. Now for these other pants, maybe like this, maybe a little bit of a high waist. This is gonna be a longer video, by the way. I'm playing around with length for the channel. See, I can't see. The reference that I have for these pants is not a front. Oh, there is a front image. Okay. Okay. Now that I see the front image, I don't like it. Okay. How about these ones? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like a puffier. They're gonna cut around both sides. But I'm gonna have this, and then what I want to do is like we're gonna have like a cutout on either side of the leg, and then they're both gonna like flow down and like cut off, kind of, and then wrap around. Now I'm going to do a little speed up. I'm gonna put one of these two combos together on this one, and then I'm gonna draw this one again, and I'll do more combos and we'll add color, but I'm gonna do it as like a sped up thing so that we're not here all day. Okay, we're back. That's essentially it. I added the slightest little bit of like red tips, so like most of this is gonna be like sheer, the lighter color, and then the darker color is gonna be like more layers of kind of like sheer with like nudie, whatever. This is all like a bluish gray. And then the ends of the legs I want it to be almost like a drip dye kind of type look for the ends, and like this deep, almost blood red. Same with like the sleeves, and then just to do a little bit like underneath of kind of like the bust waist area. And yeah, so I'm gonna clear off my desk a little bit more, and I'm gonna open up the sketchbook, and then I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do the one with the skirt, because the skirt is gonna be like a like almost completely different color, and then we'll do it with the legs underneath and stuff like that. Yeah, let's kind of get into that. this is it. I'll give you a run through of both. So, we'll start off with this one here. They're of course separates, so you can do the tank top, you can do the long sleeve. It's kind of gonna be like mix and match, like half would do a long sleeve, half would do a tank top, and then the dance line is gonna have this bottom half. So they'll have the clip on skirt, and obviously these words aren't gonna be in black. I want it to be like a darker shade of gray where you can like read it and tell what it's saying, but it almost like blends in with this mesh kind of like flowy skirt. I want like a sheer flowy type of skirt, obviously with a little bit of blood drift. And since this doesn't have the sleeves, I put it slightly on the shoulder for this tank top. And then anything that's like the pencil shaded gray is gonna be like open skin area. And obviously, depending on each person and stuff like that, you may see midsection, you may not, just depending on like the height of people, because it's not always going to come down flush with the kind of uniform. But I ended up doing kind of like this thick, like heavy detailing just around the legs and stuff like that. And then, of course, the skirt is going to have like this clip-on detail, which I guess I could like kind of draw in right there, where it's like seatbelt clip. It'll just like unclip whatever you take it off, and then it'll just show the pants with the top, whichever top you choose. And then this side is the long sleeve top, and for the long sleeve, it's gonna have the full pointed triangle. Oh, can't even hear me. Don't even know the mic near me. The full pointed triangle that's gonna like have like the little like ring that goes like over the finger. So like it'll be all the way down the hand, and that would go over the gloves so that you can like see it and stuff like that. There's more sheer on, like more skin showing, of course, on this one than this one. This one, there's only skin showing on the upper half. This one has skin showing on a little bit of the upper half right there. And then it's going to have two big cutouts on the sides so that, like, as you're dancing and flowing and moving, like, the air and stuff and wind, whatever, it's going to pick up kind of your whole uniform as you move around. So the blood splatters, I want it to wrap around the toes. So it's going to come and it's going to, like, wrap around the side and then, like, have, like, this, like, almost, like, triangle section where it's going to, like, flare out and stuff like that on either sides. And then with both, I want to do they're not Capezio, something. The, like, dance wear socks where, like, the heel and the toe is cut out, and then we do it in, like, a blue or a gray or kind of something, or even, like, a nude something for all of that. And then I was maybe thinking as well on, like, maybe this piece to have something that would, like, potentially clip in to your hair piece, to, like, your head on both sides. Like, it could have two loops, and then you would, like, clip it in, whatever, and they would have it in for, like, the first kind of chunk. And then there's certain, like, cues that are gonna clip in where you would, like, rip it off every once in a while. And then, like, some people throughout the whole show would, like, keep it on. So that, like, in the end, when the certain people are gonna have, like, this specific type of flag that I'm envisioning, kind of like for this end, they would, like, do it, whatever, they would toss their flag toss, whatever, like, do their toss, slide, they'd rip off the mask, like, midway, and, like, finally show it. Like, it would be gradual. I'm thinking almost like, what was it? It was Mechanicsburg every 60 seconds. How, like, each person kind of, like, disappeared every once in a while throughout the show. But this, like, they're taking off their mask, like this mask kind of piece every so often throughout the show. I have so many ideas, but yeah, that's it. Let's get to an outro, guys. Okay, guys. That is gonna be it. I do have plans to also put together like props, maybe a floor, like flags, other things. But you're not gonna see that. You're gonna have to tune in. I keep hitting. I have glass bottles on the floor. I keep hitting them. Whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys like this coming along with me, seeing my kind of design process. This is designing specifically colored uniforms, but this is kind of what I do, like my drawing process when I want to design certain things. I can even show you a page in my sketchbook, like just like random kind of drawing sessions. I figured I would take you with me. We'd do a bit of yapping and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you're liking, what you want to see. If you want to see more stuff like this where I design clothing pieces and stuff like that, I can do that. I also want to eventually get into where I'm kind of designing these clothing pieces and then making them in real life. I don't know yet. I don't know. We're gonna play around. We're gonna wait and see. But yeah. Also, make sure you turn on notifications. I post twice a month, once at the beginning of the month, and once kind of towards the end of the month. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Check out all of my socials. I'm trying to post once a week to both my art Instagram and like my business fashion Instagram as well. So that is gonna be kind of coming up. So check that out. I'm posting this week, which by the time you see this, this is last month. You're gonna be seeing this next month. We're ahead of schedule. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys really like this video. And goodbye.